Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in today. Another lovely day, another lovely story that we're here to share together. And of course today I'm starting with a mask, so just to remind everybody out there, it is important. Let's wear our masks, let's stay safe, and let's keep others safe. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I hope you had a lovely weekend indeed. And then we are reading today, Tomorrow, Most Likely. And this one is written by Dave Eggers and pictures by Lane Smith. Thank you for joining in. Please remember it is important that we wear our masks when we're out there to keep ourselves safe, but also to keep our neighbors and loved ones safe as well. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. And just a reminder, that's why my mask is up, to remind us to keep staying safe, keep being safe. Thank you so much. Sanitize, do your part so that we can all be safe. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. And we are going to get started very soon with our story, Tomorrow, Most Likely. Words by Dave Eggers and pictures by Lane Smith. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. And of course, I am always happy to see who is with us. And let us get started with Ellen and Anne. How are you doing, Ellen in Chicago? Good to see you as always. Thank you for joining in Story Time today. Good morning to you. I hope you're well and safe out in Illinois, Chicago. Thank you so much. How are you doing? And Brave Man, good morning to you. Lucy and Wally, how are you doing? Jade Yeomans joining in with Ava Scarlett. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. Amanda Frank, good morning to you. Please remind me who is joining in with you. Good morning. Thank you for joining in Story Time. Thank you, Anne. Thank you so much. Lucy and Wally, good morning to you. I had a great weekend. Yes, a bit of work, but I got to rest as well. Thank you so much. I hope you had a good weekend too. And yes, indeed, just reminding ourselves, reminding the community here that we need to wear our masks, we need to sanitize, we need to keep safe. Yes, wear a mask, not just for you, but for your neighbor as well. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Anne Frank, good morning one more time. Amanda Frank, good morning to you. Anne Frank. Hello, Anais, how are you doing? And you're out in Los Angeles today. All right, good morning to you. K Coffee, thank you for joining in as well. And yes, thank you so much for joining in. And Axel, if you're watching as well, good morning to you. How are you doing today? All right, thank you so much, Ellen in Chicago, one more time. Damien Kahinya, right here in Oakland. How are you doing, my boy? Good morning to you. Good to see you, Damien. Thank you for joining in. And Bella, good morning to you as well. Thank you. Ellen, it is better, but it's still bad. It's improving, but it's still in the bad range. So absolutely need to keep our masks and need to keep indoors, need to keep our doors closed so that we can keep as much of the outside air out as possible. Thank you, Ellen, for asking. Good morning to you. Shamarin, good morning. How are you doing? And Zaire, right here in Oakland, right here in the neighborhood, actually. How are you doing? Good morning to you. Good to see you. Thank you. Olive Redding, how are you doing? And you joining in, of course. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You joining in. Berlin Public Library, thank you for joining us. Always love checking what you are up to. Thank you so much for joining in live on Story Time today. Thank you. And today we're reading Tomorrow, Most Likely by Dave Eggers and pictures by Lane Smith. Yes, we're in for a treat. I cannot wait to begin. Good morning to you, Alyssa. How are you doing? You're joining in with Francesca. How are you? Francesca, where are you joining us from? Please let us know. Good morning to you and good to have you here, Francesca. Thank you so much. Harmony Beth, how are you doing today? I am glad you are here with us. Good morning. And I know you're in the Bay, so please keep safe. Mask up, and please do keep those doors closed. Thank you so much for joining in. Dr. Corb, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Thank you so much. I'll be checking in with you, Dr. Corb, very soon. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Jessica Wang, how are you doing? And joining in with Theo right here in the Bay Area. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Theo. Thank you so much for joining in. Amanda West, thank you for the reminder. And Sarah and Nathan, I am sorry I forgot, but I will not forget. This is the last time, I promise. Sarah and Nathan out in Illinois, thank you so much for joining in this morning. And to you, Amanda West, thank you so much for joining us. And yes, joining in with the kids. Thank you. Abby Thompson, how are you doing? Good morning to you, Aurora, and you are a mighty 3 years old. Awesome. Well, and you are right here in North Auckland. Thank you so much, Aurora, and good morning to you, Abby. Thank you for joining us on Storytime. I hope you're ready for a beautiful story. Magdalena Iron and Tudor joining us from San Francisco. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining in. You are on time. We've not started yet. Mr. Limata talks too much. Good morning to you, Madalena and Tudor. You are right on time. We're about to get started. And Francesca, thank you so much for joining us from San Francisco. How appropriate is that? Francesca in San Francisco. Good morning to you. All right, let us get started with our story today. Tomorrow, most likely. This one is written by Dave Eggers and pictures by Lane Smith. And it is, of course, being read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And remember, Dave Eggers brought us What Can a Citizen Do? Yes, a definite favorite for Mr. Limata, that one. So let us see what tomorrow most likely brings. All right. I love the illustrations too. Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a sky. And chances are, it will be blue. Yes, even here in the Bay Area, we are hoping for that blue sky to come back. There will be a sky, and chances are, it will be blue. Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a squirrel, and chances are his name is Stew. Love that name. Stew the squirrel. Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a meal, and chances are it will be brown. Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a door, and that door leads to the world. All right, what color will be your food tomorrow? Green? Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a door that leads to the world, where people are found. Tomorrow, most likely, there will come a song through the half-open window of a slow-moving car. Aww. Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a plane flying high and white, fast and far. You can see it right there. Tomorrow, most likely, what will happen? Tomorrow, most likely, something won't rhyme. Tomorrow, most likely, you will touch a bright bug, green and red, and looking at you. Tomorrow, most likely, the bug will seem worried. He's missing a friend. His friend's name is Stew. Where is Stew? Tomorrow, most likely, you will smell the good smell of an unseen flower you can't quite name. Has that happened to you before? Tomorrow, most likely, you will pick up a stone, striped like a spider web, or maybe a brain. Isn't that cute? Tomorrow, most likely, you will see something strange. You will hear something odd. You will touch something gooey. You will meet Cousin Todd. You might ride a whale. You could eat a cloud. You might write a song and sing it too loud. There are mountains of time and oceans of faces, canyons of color and skies of full of places. Tomorrow most likely will be a great day because you are in it. Absolutely. And stew is okay. Not to worry. The end. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed that one. Yes, that is Tomorrow Most Likely, a book full of hope, and we can all hope. Yes, tomorrow will be better, and we can keep hoping, and we can play our part in making sure that tomorrow is better, not just for ourselves, but for our friends, our neighbors, everybody in this world, every citizen in this world. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed that one, and looking forward to that day when everything will be okay. And right now, we can enjoy time with family, and please be safe. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Let us see who else has joined in since we started reading. Thank you for joining us. Good morning to you one more time, Madalena Iron. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad you made it. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope your tomorrow is bright and beautiful. Thank you so much for joining in. Francesca out in San Francisco, good morning to you one more time. And to you, Alyssa, of course, thank you so much for joining us today. Good morning to you, Jade and Ava Scarlett, as always. And you say it is a brilliant book. Yes, absolutely. I love it. The message is just so uplifting, much needed at this time. Good morning to you, Ava Scarlett, and good morning to you, Jade. Thank you so much. Sheba Chanda joining us all the way out in Zambia with Benjamin. Good evening to you. Have yourselves a beautiful night. And we wish you, of course, a good tomorrow with bright blue skies and everything you desire. Thank you so much. Davy, thank you for joining us. Maria Antonia, as always, good to see you here. Thank you. Robert, how are you doing? Robert Juris, you joining us today. Please remind me or let me know, Robert, who is joining in with you. Thank you so much. Absolutely, and I agree with you, Lucy and Wally. Yes, this book is a nice reminder of hope, and yes, it is around the corner. Good times are definitely around the corner. Thank you so much. Ellen in Chicago, we gotta hope. Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that message. Alyssa, thank you. Francesca, thank you. Dr. Korb, thank you so much. As always, it is always good to see you here. And I am glad you have found another gem right here on Storytime. Thank you so much. Today, I'm taking time to remind people that we need to wear our masks, sanitize. Please let us play our part. We are all allies. Kids, adults, everybody that is out there with us. If you're on Storytime, I'm encouraging you, please do not forget to wear your mask to protect yourself, but also to protect others. All right, please sanitize and stay safe. If you're in the Bay Area and Oregon and other places that are affected right now by smoke, please wear them. Wear your N95 so that you can protect your lungs, and not just from COVID, but also from the smoke. Thank you for joining in Storytime. As always, please remember to wear your mask. All right, Sonia Abrante is joining us one more time with João Tiago out in Portugal. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you here as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to you, Wanda KZ, how are you doing today? Who joined in with you? Thank you so much for joining in this morning. Thank you, thank you. And Brave Man, you say, good, we have masks too. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Lucy and Wally, absolutely love it. Good job. Thank you everybody for joining in story time today. We will be back tomorrow for another exciting story, a great adventure over and under the pond. Do join in and see all the beautiful life that is teeming in these places. Do join us tomorrow for story time. From me, it is much love as always, and I will see you in the morning. And please be reminded that there are great giveaways coming up, including beautiful masks like this one and books and many more. So keep your eyes tuned for that coming up. But today, much love, and I will see you in the morning as always. Bye-bye.